Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first day of the February 2021 THORnews monthly fundraiser. And you are awesome. All right, my midwinter depression may be over, hopefully. Maybe it is because the full moon is giving us all extra energy. It's a wolf moon, so be sure and go out and howl at it. I did. It felt good. The air was nice. And we have a brand new sunspot, 2,800. It's small and so far poses no threat for stronger flares. And what happened if a perfect CME hit Earth? Well, then it wouldn't be perfect now, would it? The West Coast has been getting hit with a deluge of rain and snow all the way up the top to the bottom. And now the fire hose of precipitation has moved south and is moving south into South California. And this rain and snow blast will continue until about 24 more hours into the future. And yes, it has been doing damage, causing flood and blizzard conditions for multiple areas. And then in about 4 days, you'll have another atmospheric river that will hit and mostly affect Northern California, Oregon, and parts of Washington. And then that storm will blast across the United States of America, the lower 48, and do its own bit of mixed precipitation dance to multiple states, all the way from Louisiana up to Minnesota and into the Canadas. All right. And so it will have an ice and sleet component to it. If you're looking at the peach, that's what that means. So we will continue to watch as this storm, which has been pretty major and massive for not only California, but Nevada and parts of Arizona, it will continue to cause problems as it moves out east and then heads into the ocean. And you've got a major swell event happening out in the Atlantic, and Europe is about to undergo its wave after wave after wave pattern after seeing quite a bit of heavy flooding over the last month. So buckle up and batten down the hatches and have yourself some tea and biscuits. Okay, dang, I couldn't think of a good European slang. Siona. What? Here we're looking at a loop of the latest radar images. You can see the line of rain moving into Camarillo now, and it'll affect timeout later. What is that? Oh, wait, what? Rain rates around 0.3 every 30 minutes. And this is in SoCal, California weather. And so you can see the yellow is the heavier stuff as the fire hose continues to move down, but point its nozzle upwards. And this just in, tiny little sunspot AR2800 has had a minor eruption. And if we wait and are patient, maybe you and I can see it together. How are you doing today? Man, it has been a wild and crazy January. There you go. February is probably going to be pretty rough, but we have the chance to have a pretty great spring and summer, so let's work towards that, shall we? The sun was putting out super peachy colors this morning, and then the full moon has been putting out greens, oranges, and a bit of yellows tonight. It's beautiful. But yeah, Anthony Yanez is reminding everybody, turn around, don't drown. If you don't know how deep the water is, don't drive through it. And here's why. They have multiple highways and roads in California that are out due to floods. And it has caused major problems in certain areas. And so major flash flood warnings and watches will be up through the night. Basically, if you are in the green or the darker green, you are in a flood warning or a flood watch, as the precipitation will continue for at least 24 more hours. And for Seattle and Washington, the rain returns later Friday and continues as times into early next week. Sorry for the snow lovers, but the snow will remain in the mountains above 2,000 to 3,000 feet this time. Highway 1 is gone by Big Sur, so unless you have a jetpack, I would avoid trying to travel in that area. Highway 1 is gone. I just confirmed with Heath Caltrans supervisor for the Big Sur station, that indeed the highway at Rat Creek has given way. Ah, you dirty rat. You dirty rat. So, yeah, it's a problem, dude. My James Cagney needs work, and so will this highway. It doesn't look like Highway 1 will fully reopen in the southern Big Sur area tomorrow. Yeah, this looks like some serious damage has been done. Happy birthday to one of the bestest dudes in Midgard, Jason Aaron. Happy birthday, buddy. And overall, the oceans remain intense as a pair of hurricane lows are seen here in the RGB air mass product. And so, like I said, January and February are still going to be weird and wild. And the atmospheric river that is going from Honolulu to SoCal will continue once again for at least 24 more hours. Alaska does seem to get a lot of super cool weather action for sure, as most of the major lows head up there. And the U.S. Department of the Interior is letting us know the day's last light drapes across the snow-covered landscape as the Grand Canyon is covered in snow. So you got some snowy butts and cliffs in Arizona. It's beautiful. And superhero warning to the good people of Gotham City. Apparently, you have 24 hours to turn in the Batman. Don't do it. And then Mr. Freeze will be attacking the upper northeast with a wave of Arctic air at the end of the week, and it'll produce some of the lowest temperatures of the winter for the region so far. So get your battle gear ready and your game faces on. I feel cheesy. Narrow coronal hole number 19 will be facing Earth beginning January 29th. A solar wind stream could reach Earth beginning late on January 31st and into February 1st. Possible good news for higher latitude aurora chasers. And hey, not only do we have the full moon, but in just a day or two, Mercury will be going retrograde, so you can blame all your problems on it. So take the necessary precautions and be sure and contact old friends and lovers at your own risk, I guess. Once again, shout out to the atmospheric defense team. Seems like they've done an incredible job since mid-July 2019. And this is Stephen Eckhart looking at the 18Z Euro as the precip shield hits a brick wall Sunday morning. Or, I guess, the full moon and Mercury retrograde is a good excuse to contact potential future lovers and friends. See, my ability to speak is already being screwed up. But definitely go look at the moon. It's beautiful. But California, yeah, I would like to stress the flood watch and warnings and advisories now, again, multiple times. In Europe, you're about to get banged by Storm Justine Bateman. The vigorous storm system will slam Western Europe with rain, snow, and strong winds through this weekend. So look out, Siona. Okay? Great. Berlin is going to be blue. And in between is going to be pink. And that means rain and snow. And then our next dynamic storm is forecast to track across the central U.S. next week, February 4th. This is Andrew Pitchford reminding us that, yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up the 14th, which can be a stressful holiday. Asterisk. They all can, I guess. And then we always have holiday haters, where if there's a holiday, somebody out there hates it and says it's evil. But to me, holidays are what you make it, buddy. Technically, you and I are just hanging out on my virtual reality porch together, looking at future weather with our mind's eye, using our imaginations. The atmosphere is pretty incredible. So yeah, the atmospheric river storm is going to turn into a cross lower 48 storm. And it'll probably pack a bit of a punch. But yeah, dudes and dudettes, this has been a huge winter storm, and it continues to impact California and western Nevada. So take the proper precautions. All right, dog. And I will continue to do what I do best. And I can't do it without your love, help, and support. So if you would like to contribute to keep THORnews up and running, today is day 1 of 7 of my February fundraiser. I got a snail mail. Let me tell you, I love getting cards in the mail, even if they're hateful cards or threatening cards. I just feel so appreciated if people take the time out to write me a letter. I got a PayPal, I got a Venmo, I got a Cash App, I got a Patron. This is for February. And so hopefully if I do well enough, I can go pick up that used car I've been talking about for 5 months in the middle of February. I'm hoping my mom gets vaccinated first. And then maybe even have enough left over to go on a date. Although that is just me, imagining and speculating. But if you think I'd do a good job, I've done a good job over the last 8 years, over January, last year, whatever. I worked my butt off for y'all, and I enjoy being able to bring you the news without any biases other than my own personal observations. And now we're into the zone where, I don't have to talk about politics for 4 more years unless something really crazy comes up, and then I'll bring it up. And I spent all last year trying to tell people, please be smart, play defense, wear a mask. But this year, it's very do whatever you want to do, dude. I spent a whole year trying to get everybody ready. And so at this point, you do you, I'll do me, and maybe we'll meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? All right. God bless everyone. Stay cool and get ready for a deluge of THORnews videos over the next 7 days. Okay? That's how it works. I love you guys. You guys are great. God bless Asteroid Fight Club and everyone else. Stay cool, live long and prosper together, and may the force be with you always.